Hello children, today I will do another poem with you, The Cold Within, written by James Patrick Kenny in the 1960s. He is an American poet, and in the beginning his poem was rejected by everybody because it was related to some controversial issue. But later on it was accepted and it gained popularity after it was read out at the council meeting of all religions. Through his poem, the poet has clearly pointed out the lack of compassion in society, how society has degenerated. People are not willing to do anything for others just because of the differences and prejudices that they have in their mind. Prejudices are false opinions or wrong judgment that we make about others without knowing them properly. So through his poem, the poet has tried to promote equality and spread it to the people, create awareness among the people. It is an inspiring poem, and the poet has tried to give us an important message through a parable, that is a short story. In reality, this poem is in the form of a short story, a parable. 6 people were there. They were trapped together in extreme cold. They were all sitting around a fire which was dying. That means it was about to extinguish, and it needed more wood in order to keep it burning. Now each of these 6 persons held a stick of wood, and they had to give up their stick of wood to feed the dying fire. But unfortunately, not one of them was ready to give his stick of wood. And this fire was very important for them because it was the only means of survival for them in that extreme cold. But they were not ready to give up their stick for some reason or the other. And in the end, they all died. They died not because of the cold outside, that is, not because of the cold weather, but because of the cold within themselves. Now here cold within means, it refers to lack of feelings for others. It refers to sins like greed, jealousy, selfishness, and so on. Through this poem, the poet has tried to convey a very important message. Now this message can be considered as a theme or as a central idea of the poem also. So the message is that we should be kind and generous to others, to all our fellow human beings. We should give up sins like greed, jealousy, hatred, selfishness, and indifference. We should also give up all our prejudices because they are self-destructive. Self-destructive means that these prejudices can destroy us only. We will be only at a loss. At the same time, we should not discriminate others on the basis of race, color, caste, class, religion, or financial status. People should overcome all these petty barriers and remove them that divide them. So they should remove all these petty barriers and have concern for others and be tolerant towards everyone. So in this poem, the poet has tried to bring equality, tried to show that all people are equal, and we should not bring any differences or prejudices in our mind, because if we bring that, we will only be at a loss. We will destroy ourselves only. And if we love and care for others and show concern towards others, then only we can make this world a beautiful place to live in, with beautiful people around us. The poem has been divided into 8 stanzas with 4 short lines in each. I will read out one stanza at a time and explain. The first stanza. 6 humans trapped by happenstance in bleak and bitter cold. Each one possessed a stick of wood, or so the stories told. Now, here the poet starts by telling us that there were 6 humans, 6 persons trapped by happenstance. It means that they had all gathered together there by chance, that is, unwillingly, because a fire was burning there and they had all gathered around that fire to keep themselves warm. In bleak and bitter cold, and it was bitter cold, extremely cold. It was a remote area with nobody living nearby, and it was an open area also, so cold winds were blowing all around and it was extremely cold. So these 6 humans, they had to gather around that fire in order to keep themselves warm. The fire had brought them together there. Each one possessed a stick of wood, and each person had a stick of wood in his hand. And also the story is told. So the story goes that 6 humans had gathered together in one place in extremely cold weather, and each held a stick of wood. The second stanza. Their dying fire in need of logs, but the first one held hers back, for of the faces round the fire she noticed one was black. Their dying fire. Now here the dying fire means that the fire was about to extinguish. All the wood was used up and the fire was about to extinguish. So it needed more wood to keep it burning. But the first one held hers back. Now here we are talking about the first person, who was a lady, a white lady. She held hers back. She held hers means she held her stick of wood back. She did not put it into the fire in order to keep it burning. She held it in her hand only. For of the faces round the fire, she noticed one was black. And why did she not put her stick of wood into the fire? Because when she looked at the faces that were around that fire, she noticed that there was a black person in that group. Now here this tells us that she was a racist. She did not like the blacks. She hated the blacks and she did not want to put her stick of wood into the fire in order to warm the black. The third stanza. The next man, looking across the way, saw one not of his church, and could not bring himself to give the fire his stick of birch. Now the second person was a man, and when he looked around at all the faces sitting around the fire, he saw that one of them did not belong to his church. Belong to his church means did not belong to his religion. He was a man from a different religion. And so he could not bring himself. Bring himself means he could not force himself to give the fire his stick of birch. Birch here is a tree that is found in cold regions, and his stick was from that tree. So just because he saw a man from a different religion in the group, he could not force himself to give his stick of wood to feed the dying fire. This shows that this second man was intolerant towards other religions. The fourth stanza. The third one sat in tattered clothes. He gave his coat a hitch. Why should his log be put to use to warm the idle rich? Now in the fourth stanza, we are talking about the third person. The third person was a poor man because he was sitting in tattered clothes. Tattered clothes means in torn and worn out clothes. So this tells us that he was a very poor man. He gave his coat a hitch. He gave his coat a hitch. Hitch means he pulled his coat around him. He tightened his coat around him because he was feeling very cold. Why should his log be put to use to warm the idle rich? But he just was thinking that why should his log be used to warm the idle rich? Now, this poor man, he did not like rich people, because according to him, the rich people were very lazy. They just used to sit back and make the poor people work for them, and then they used to enjoy the profits that were made by the hard work of the laborers, by the hard work of the poor people. So he did not like, he hated the rich people, and even though he was feeling cold himself, he did not want to use his log to warm the idle rich, because he knew that if he put the log of wood into the fire, it would give warmth to the rich man also. So he did not want that. Now, the fifth stanza. The rich man just sat back and thought of the wealth he had in store, and how to keep what he had earned from the lazy, shiftless poor. Now, the rich man, he was all lost in his thought. He was not bothered whether the fire was dying and it needed more wood or anything. He was just sitting back and thinking. Thinking about what? About all the wealth he had in store, all the wealth, all the money, all the riches that he had collected, and how to keep what he had earned from the lazy, shiftless poor. And at the same time, he was also thinking as to how to keep all his wealth, all his money safe from the lazy, shiftless poor. He considered the poor as lazy people without any aim. He feared these poor people because he used to think that these poor people did nothing but only used to steal from the rich in order to survive. So he was just sitting and thinking about all the money that he had collected, all the wealth he had collected, and how to keep it safe from the lazy poor people. The sixth stanza. The black man's face bespoke revenge as the fire passed from his sight, for all he saw in his stick of wood was a chance to spite the white. Now, the fifth person was a black man, and this black man's face bespoke revenge. Bespoke means it showed revenge. Revenge from whom? Revenge from the white. He wanted to take revenge from the white. As the fire passed from his sight, and the fire was dying in front of him. But he was not concerned about that, for all he saw in his stick of wood was a chance to spite the white. Because what did he see? What was he seeing? He was not concerned that the fire was dying out and he should put his stick of wood into the fire to keep it burning, because he was only seeing that his stick of wood was going to give him a chance to spite the white. Spite the white means to hate the white, to show his hatred towards the white. So the black man also refused to put his stick of wood into the fire because he hated the whites and he wanted to take revenge from them. So this moment was giving him a chance to take revenge, that is by not putting his stick of wood into the fire. The seventh stanza. The last man of this forlorn group did not accept for gain. Giving only to those who gave was how he played the game. Now the last man was of this forlorn group. Now here the word forlorn means lonely, but this group has been called forlorn. It has been called lonely. Why? Because there were 6 people in that group, but still they were lonely. Why? Because they were almost strangers to each other. They did not know much about each other, and because of some reason or the other, they did not like one person or the other in that group. So that is why it has been called as a forlorn group. So this last man in the group was a selfish and greedy person, because there are two reasons given why he was selfish and greedy. Because he did not accept for gain. Did not means nothing. He did nothing except for gain. It means that he did only things which gave him some profit. If there was any advantage only, then only he did something. Giving only to those who gave, and at the same time he gave only to those who gave him also something. So these two things were there, that he did nothing except for gain, and he gave only to those who gave him, was how he played the game. That was the rule of his life. That was how he led his life. So this shows that he was very selfish and greedy. He did not want to share with others. So when he saw that nobody in the group was putting his stick of wood into the fire, then he also refused to put his stick of wood into the fire. Now the last stanza. Their logs held tight in death's still hands was proof of human sin. They did not die from the cold without, they died from the cold within. Now here in the last stanza we come to know that all these 6 persons died. Their logs held tight in death's still hands. And how did they die? By holding their logs tightly in their hands. Even after death, they were still holding their logs, their stick of wood, tightly in their hands. And this was proof of human sin. Now children, here the logs, the stick of wood, it symbolizes sins. So be careful if the question is there regarding what does logs symbolize. So you will write that the logs or the stick of wood symbolize sins. Sins in our that is in all human beings. So just as these 6 men died with the logs in their hands, in the same way they died with the sins in their heart. They were not ready to give up their sins. So just as they were not ready to give up their logs, in the same way they were not ready to give up their sins also. They remained selfish, greedy, full of jealousy, wanting to take revenge from others and showing indifference towards others. So they died with the sins in their heart. So the logs that were held tightly in their hands was proof of human sin. That is, they died with the sins in their heart. They were not ready to give up their sins. They did not die from the cold without, they died from the cold within. So at the end the poet says that these 6 persons, they died not because of the cold without. Without means outside, not because of the cold outside, because of the cold weather, but they died because of the cold within them. And what does this cold within mean? The lack of feelings for each other. They did not have any human feelings for each other. They were full of greed, selfishness, revenge, jealousy for each other, and because of that they died. Because if they cared for each other even a little bit, then they would have put their stick of wood into the fire and kept it burning. This would have helped them to survive that bitter cold. They would not have died. But just because of some of the other sins in them, which they did not want to give up, they died. Now children, I hope you have understood this poem very well, and you can watch it again also and note down the important points and prepare the poem for your exam.